Hi, my name is Karina Guzman, and I am an adult survivor of childhood sexual abuse. When I was 20 years old, I dragged my abuser uncle through the criminal justice system and saw him sentenced to 12 years in prison. Since then, I've shared my story through film and at speaking engagements at local high schools and universities. Before every presentation, I like to ask the students to please raise their hand if they know a sexual assault survivor. Majority of the time, a lot of those hands go up. So I asked them to look around and just take notice. And I asked them to please keep their hands raised if the survivors they know reported their abuse to the authorities. 9 times out of 10, all of those hands go down. So I asked them to look around and take notice. Now, for them, it's a big shock to see the stark difference between the results of question 1 and the results of question 2. But for me, it's not a surprise because I know my fellow survivors don't report a lot of the time because I myself was in that silent space too. For 12 years, the fear of not being believed or supported kept me suffering in silence. And it's not that big of a surprise because just until 4 months ago, when Tarana Burke's Me Too movement finally gained global attention 12 years after its creation, before that happened, survivors were either ignored or shamed or just outright blamed for the abuse they endured. Let's be real. Surviving childhood sexual abuse is not easy, and facing your abuser is a battle all of its own. But if the Me Too movement has taught us anything, it's that there's power in numbers and that survivors are out there and ready to support one another through this, which is why adult survivors of child sexual abuse need the Me2CSA online reporting system. It's confidential and anonymous, and when your abuser is named by another survivor or survivors, you'll be notified and can decide whether you want to make your identification public to the others. So if everyone agrees, your information will be shared and you'll be able to communicate with each other directly. Then you guys can decide how you want to move forward. So if you want to take your abuser through the criminal justice system, boom, you have all your survivors there ready to corroborate. If you guys want to go through the self-care processes, like you guys can start recommending resources or finding different self-care activities that could help you guys heal. Or say you want to do you want to share your story through like activism to help other survivors in similar situations, you guys can do it, which is awesome. And I think that the Me2CSA reporting system can just help so many survivors if we're able to communicate with each other and really have that realization, like, this is not our fault. The abuse we endured is something that an abuser chose to do, and as such, put the blame on them. So if you guys want to go and check it out, it's at Me2, the number 2, CSA.com. Good luck.